nose is so stuffy. I need I really don't know what I'm gonna film today. I don't know what I'm gonna do at all. I know my son will be home from school in a little bit, so we'll want to go cruising around somewhere. Actually looks pretty good outside. Funny story about these lights. Flashing red, as you know, means stop and then go. Nobody here understands. Oh my gosh, these people understand it. They get it. If it's flashing red, you stop and you go. Because it turns flashing yellow and then it has solid red and it's like, hey, you gotta stop here because pedestrians crossing. But then unlike a lot of pedestrian crossing lights, that one goes flashing red. So it's one car at a time, stop and then go. Nobody in Klamath Falls gets that, but the time I'm actually filming it with my dash cam, everybody stopped and went for the most part and they knew what to do there. So that's awesome. We've arrived at the park.
And a dog just arrived.
Oh yeah, there's a dog too.
No, she doesn't want to touch it.
Looking pretty good today out here. It's kind of raining the other day, so it was sort of like now or never is the way it felt. Nope. Don't jump on the cracks, huh? Careful, don't step on the crack. I think I said jump on the crack a second ago. That didn't make any sense. Well, it does actually, because you don't want to jump on the crack because you don't want to step on the crack. I think this conversation is making me go crazy. All right, we're at the playground. Do at the playground.
Okay, let's dodge the poop.
I just haven't really felt like vlogging lately. I can't really explain it. The first week was pretty good. Second week was okay, and at this point it's just, it's a chore. I wish the vlog was mostly just time-lapse because I can do time-lapse like a mofo and make that look pretty good. As you know, I've went from doing daily to sort of just doing it often, and by often I mean like every couple of days. Every couple of days schedule works out for me kind of nice just because sometimes I don't feel like I've got enough recorded to really make a lot of sense or to put together a story. The other thing I'm learning as you know, when compared to making other videos that I've done before, is that there sort of needs to be a beginning, middle, and end. There doesn't necessarily need to be like one thing that you talk about in a vlog, but it definitely needs some sort of a beginning, middle, and end. And sometimes on days where I feel like I just can't post what I've got created, those are days where I've forgotten either a beginning, a middle, or an end. Actually, let's back that up. I either forget a beginning or I forget an end. I think it's really cool to start and end on a time lapse or a still scene where there's some action but not really much happening in terms of audio, because I think it brings closure to the video. Same thing with time lapse. That sped up footage I think looks really good at the beginning of the video because it sort of opens up the video. You know, it gets you prepared for awesomeness that's gonna happen during a vlog. And then you watch me long enough and you're like, this isn't awesome at all. I kid. I like to put myself down a lot in my videos. I didn't really notice that until I started vlogging and I started apologizing for all the content that I've created, where I'm still like, hey, you're either gonna watch this or you're not gonna watch this. Ew, that's just nasty. This would be one of those TV shows where you open up this case and you have to like stick your head in it for like X amount of time and it's filled with spiders and stuff, and if you succeed you win a bunch of money or you go on to the next level or something, because this is like a spider nightmare. That's disgusting. I also just wanted it to be known that, you know, I'm not making these vlogs for views. I'm not making the vlogs for subscribers to like pile up through the roof. A lot of vlogs that I create, I do it and I film the kids because I'm thinking one day when I'm long gone and my kids want something to look back at, they can watch all of this silly footage that I've made of them playing at the parks or going on little family outings and remember the good times. Remember all the fun stuff that we did. Because honestly, as a dad, I just want these guys to have fun and to remember all these trips to the parks and stuff. And when we lived in Bend, we were at a park like every day, letting these kids play and run around and get all their energy out. And I didn't really film a lot of it. We have a lot of pictures and stuff like that. But then I start to realize that, you know, pictures aren't quite the same as live video. It just doesn't, I don't think it invokes the same emotions and the same thoughts and the same feelings and stuff. All of these things at their age are going to be lost memories by the time they're teenagers or young adults. So to be able to see themselves in video at this age doing all the stuff that they do, like climbing the slides and playing and goofing off with mom and dad, you know, I just wish that my own parents did that for me. But you know, it was the 80s and my parents were broke as F and we didn't have a camcorder around. We were lucky to have a Polaroid, those instant Polaroid ones where the picture came out. I got one of those for my birthday and man, I felt like a rich kid. That was like a rich kid's toy. And the pictures were so expensive, I think they broke down to like being $1 a picture or something. So I remember getting pissed off at my friends when I was like taking pictures of them and I kept getting shots of them with their eyes closed. And I was like, oh my God, keep your eyes open. These pictures cost a lot of money. Kind of funny nowadays because you can just take your cell phone and take all the pictures you want and it doesn't cost a dime. The kids all ran over here because they wanted to see what I was doing.
Like,
Just shooting a time lapse. Just shooting a time lapse. Alright, so they're playing over there. Can't quite tell what they're doing exactly. But my kids just ran over this direction. And I think they're counting. The problem with playing with older kids is typically they don't play fair. They don't want to play with you because they're younger. Or they're just assholes. Oh, I can edit any mistake out, but I also have to at least say it good once for it to count. Little behind the scenes here in the conversations we're having.
want me to climb up there this side, coming.
Oh, your cheeks are so red. Look at you. You've been having fun out here, huh? All right, guys, did you have fun at the park at least a little bit? All right.
Let's make 5 faces, 10, take a picture. Do it look like I was